Alright, welcome to Famous First Times. This is a podcast about celebrities shagging. I'm Dom.
I'm Ian.
And what are we going to do here, Ian?
Right, what we're doing is I find sex stories about VIP knobheads by VIP knobheads and I bring them to you.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. So I read them out for the first time. I've never heard them before. And then we decide if they're just complete bollocks or not.
Yep, that's it. Right, this time we've only got one. We usually do two, but this time we've only got one because... Oh, don't worry about this, Dom. No,
that's not enough.
Oh, it's good and it's a real good one.
Oh, if it's a good one, that's alright.
Yeah, don't worry about that. This time we've got a colossal Casanova.
Alright.
Yeah, got any idea who it might be?
No.
It's a disco legend.
Disco legend, right. No, I'm excited to see who you've got for us. Let's do it.
No, we're doing Barry White.
Wow, that'll be good.
Sarcastic.
This fucking Barry White, he's going to have a good sex story, isn't he?
Right, okay. But do you like Barry White's music?
No.
What a surprise.
Does anyone like Barry White proper?
Oh man, we've been through this. I do, right? It's not just some big sleazy fucking boudoir music. He's got great discos.
So yeah, he's famous because people use his music to do comedy sex scenes in shit.
Oh, it winds me up so much. It's become a joke. It's because of Vic and Bob that as well.
Is it?
He's a fucking amazing disco artist and producer and people like you, Dom.
Yeah.
Fucking make me sick. I think that he's a joke. He's not a joke.
Alright, well, what is he? Just a big
he is
walrus.
Big. Yeah.
Walrus of love, innit?
Yeah. But more than that, he's got some amazing songs.
Does he like being called a walrus of love? Slimy, ugly creature, innit? That just can't move. Waddles on his belly everywhere.
He can't have called himself that, can he? Someone gave him that name.
Is it like Wacko Jacko, one of them things that everyone calls him, but makes him upset?
I reckon so.
Alright.
So, right, we gathered you're not a Barry White aficionado.
Well, yeah. What's his best tune?
Well, his best stuff, he had a girl group called Love Unlimited. And it's like the Supremes, but with more strings,
so
more
his
disco.
best stuff is stuff that he didn't do.
He fucking...
What did he do in it? Did he talk sexy over it all?
He produced it, he wrote the songs and produced it.
Right.
You wouldn't say that about Phil Spector, would you?
If you said, do you like Phil Spector's music? I'd be like, he's not got any music. Recording engineer.
Wall of Sound then, who did that? You're not going to get that from anyone else.
Yeah, he's good at doing his job, but he's not the Supremes, is he? He's not Ronnie Spector.
But they wouldn't...
There's real talent behind those songs.
Oh, forget this.
Because he puts fucking reverb on shit. He's fucking Mr. Big Man. Fuck Phil Spector and fuck Barry White.
Right, how do you think Barry White lost his virginity?
I think it's going to be a good story, whatever it is. I reckon he's well known for being good at sex because just really likes being in bed. It's just like once he gets in bed, you don't get up. So like if you have a shag with him, he'll drag it out because he don't want to do anything else.
Just lay outside of bed. Just lay on his side, little movements.
Yeah, he'll give you a back rub for like ages, and then he'll he won't get on top of you. Like
that would be dangerous, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, just on side. So he's the way he's lost his virginity. He's been in bed for ages, and people keep coming around his house going, "You're not getting up." No. And then someone said, "Well, what do you want?" It's like, just why don't you lie down like I'm doing, see how good it is, and then just lay down for ages with someone that's doing sex at him.
Okay. How old do you think he was?
17.
17? Do you think he was quite old then?
I don't think that's old.
Oh, he was older than the average. The average celebrity sex symbol anyway. Right, okay, this is from Love Unlimited, Insights on Life and Love by Barry White, and it was published in 1999.
Barry White. It's like a deep voice, isn't it?
Oh, a very deep voice, yeah.
Okay. Mary was a beautiful little neighbourhood girl. We'd first met when I were in the 8th grade and she was in the 7th. We became childhood sweethearts. And anyone who knew Mary and me from the hood, they knew us as a couple in love. We were crazy about each other in that special private universe where all the kids can be. The first 3 years I'd gone with Mary, I'd never even touched her. When we finally consummated our love, we practiced the rhythm method. And for one of the very few times in my life, I lost the beat. Because one day I discovered that Mary was pregnant. We decided to have the baby. And I felt blessed when Mary gave birth to our first child, Barry Jr. I still lived at home, but I spent a lot of time with Mary and Barry Jr. Then Mary became pregnant again, and one summer afternoon, I decided to pay her a visit. I walked over to her house, and I saw her sitting right there on the front porch, talking to another brother. That's what messed me up. I felt betrayed, as if Mary had cheated on me behind my back. I was so hung up in my own definition of purity that I didn't want her. I'm fucking blacking out. I was so hung up on my own definition of purity. I didn't want to ever see Mary even talk to another boy. I knew I would never fall in love again with any other woman in that same pure way. I would love again, of course, but not fall in love. It was the wish to reach perfection that became the basis for nearly every love song I would ever write. That is why my next girlfriend became the only one I was ever be able to find that perfection in. Her name, it was Lady Music. Oh, so it's you don't get to hear like the ins and outs of the very first time.
No, he doesn't go into detail.
Yeah.
Because he's a gentleman. This is the walrus of love.
Yeah. He was in love.
Yeah. I suppose you'd kind of expect that. He wasn't just a sex guy. He was a love
guy, wasn't he? Yeah. So yeah, that's a difference, isn't it?
Yeah. And instantly having 2 kids. This is 14, you know. Yeah. 14.
Yeah, that'd be hard work.
I like how his first kid's called Barry.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
But he's a very possessive and jealous guy, isn't he?
Yeah, that's a bit weird, that possessiveness. And like, you didn't catch him shagging his girlfriend.
Just talking.
Just talking, and there was enough to like fucking make him lose his mind and he could never love again.
Yeah, that's what he said. That's what messed me up. You know? I felt betrayed as if Mary had cheated on me behind my back. Just talking to a lad.
Yeah, that's not normal, that.
No.
Feeling weird about that kind of stuff when you're 14 is maybe understandable, but then to just carry it on for the rest of his life, it is like, nah, never have a proper girlfriend if she can just be mine all the time and never speak to anyone else.
Because he's not embarrassed about it. He's not saying, I was silly, I was a kid, I didn't have the emotion sorted. He didn't say that. He's like, no,
that's what set up my personality for the rest of my life. That's what all my songs were about. Wanting perfection of someone. But that's not being perfect, that's being a fucking
creepy,
like love slave or something. Control freak.
Yeah.
Bullshit, that.
Control freak. I like the sign off though. Her name.
Who was it? Who was that girl?
Who could it be?
Lady Music.
Oh.
Alright, Stick to the music, Barry.
Well, he goes on a bit more about Mary in this next story. Talks about how we went off the rails. It really fucked him up. So here we go.
As far as my feelings towards Mary were concerned, I didn't realise I was the one who changed. In truth, she was the same Mary she'd always been. That confusion messed me up so bad that for the next 6 months, I became an alcoholic. I started drinking, acting mean towards people, stealing, doing things I'd never done before, and even giving my mother bad mouth. My bad behaviour became something of an addiction. I'd sneak out of the house, steal a car, drive it around for a while, and then return it. Proper bad boy. But not bad enough to like just out in a field, just park it up back in the house.
Drive it around really carefully and then take it back.
Didn't even know we were gone.
All these things that he says, oh, it really messed me up, I was wild. Just being mean to people. It's not that bad. Being a bit rude to his mum.
Yeah. That was like drinking, acting mean, stealing, and even giving his mother bad mouth. Like that was the worst thing.
Oh, he's got proper mummy issues, Barry. Yeah. He was really mollycoddled by her. Oh, for his book, he's a bit weird actually. Just goes on about, oh, no one can replace me mum. Let's set him up for this life.
Oh, well, because she was like perfect.
Yeah.
And always doted on him, and he needed all women to do the same.
Yeah, it's exactly what he says.
So, word from the wise mothers: just fucking don't treat your son very well. Don't treat him like the be all and end all. They're just another person.
You don't want your son coming out like Barry White.
Yeah. Talk to other kids. Be, like in front of them. Like,
yeah.
Be nice to other people in front of your kid.
Talks about his mum and his brother in this next story. His brother Darryl, bit of context, bad lad, like proper rogue. Barry was like the good younger brother. Well, not naughty, but Darryl.
From when he stole cars.
Well, he didn't steal it, he just borrowed it for a little bit. But Darryl, really, really naughty. Barry talks about his relationship with Darryl and his mum. Here we go. Right
after my voice changed, some strange and fascinating things began to happen. As far as I was concerned, although I started going with Mary, there was still only one woman in the world good enough for me, and that was me mama. Darryl, on the other hand, had a million different ladies. His only problem was he couldn't talk to them the way I could. I just had a natural ability to make a woman feel like that she were on a pedestal. They'd call the house for Darryl, he'd pick up phone and start talking, and I could hear him saying everything wrong. He was either too aggressive, or he'd be cutting them off before they could say what they wanted to. Out of frustration, one day, he covered the receiver and said to me, softly, "Burley, talk to this bitch for me." In that way you have. From that moment on, whenever I'd walk in and Darryl were on the phone, he'd hand it to me and have me make believe I was him. I always knew immediately what to say. I'd grab the phone fast before the girl could tell they were a change. After talking to them, they'd always say the same thing. "That's such a beautiful side of you, Darryl. I never heard you say anything like that before." In a way, Darryl became the first in a series of students of love in need of a good talking to that I counselled while still a teenager myself. One day, a friend of mine who was much older than I was, he must have been maybe 23 or 24, he brought his girlfriend over to my house so I could speak to both of them. I'm dizzy. I invited them in. I sat them down and I said, "What seems to be the problem?" He told me his side, she told me hers, and then I told them both what I thought they should do about it. Word started to spread, and by the end of the year I was counselling several neighbourhood couples. How old is he here?
14.
Fucking hell. And every time one of them came over, they'd leave a few dollars, their way of saying, "Thank you." I never asked for any money. They just gave it me. One day, Mama came home early and she wanted to know what were going on.
She said she'd been hearing about these people being in the house while she were at work. I told her, I'm counselling, Mama. Instead of going to work tomorrow, why don't you stay home? One of my couples is coming over. You can sit in the living room, listen and watch. Mama was sceptical at first. I was, after all, only 14. However, once she saw me do my thing, she became a believer. By the end of that first year, I was seeing 22 couples.
22 fucking couples at 14.
14.
I don't think that's fucking true. That's
Barry White, though, isn't it?
I know it's Barry White. He's like making out he's everyone's fucking love doctor, and he always has been. I'm not having it that he's like fucking grown adults coming round to a 14-year-old just going, I'm having a bit of trouble in the marriage. And it's like, yeah. Just give her a back rub. Stay in bed for fucking hours on end. That'll sort you out. Alright, thanks, Barry.
But why would he make that up? It's a weird thing to make up.
Because he wants everyone to think he's like a fucking love doctor. Lying bastard. Not having it.
And the thing is, he's not like an expert in love. He's only had this one girlfriend, and it was really weird and possessive and creepy.
Yeah.
So what's he teaching people?
Yeah, if he can't understand himself how to treat a woman, what's he telling all these guys? Just make sure they don't fucking leave the house.
Make sure they don't talk to any other man ever.
And you'll be together. You probably did do that, and like they left going, what's he fucking on about? Don't talk to anyone else. What do men do? But maybe he was telling everyone that, and everyone thought because the advice was so terrible that it was just funny. So like, tell the mates, that 14-year-old thinks he's fucking knows how to be in a relationship, and he's like been with one girl who he binned off because she talked to someone else. No, really? Is he really telling people how to live their lives like proper adults? Yeah, go round and see. He'll talk to you for ages. He's funny as fuck.
I believe the Daryl bit, like talking on the phone to someone else.
Right.
That's
maybe.
Yeah, kind of believable.
It's like, was it Bergerac?
What?
That's like what Bergerac does, doesn't it?
TV detective?
No.
The 80s?
No, the Cyrano de Bergerac. The guy with the big nose.
Oh, right.
Yeah, his mate, like, he's like talking on behalf of his mate. I only know the story from that Steve Martin film.
Is that what happens in that?
Yeah, he's like hiding in a bush, talking to someone on a balcony.
What year did that film come out?
1986.
Fucking Barry's robbed that. Barry's nicked that. He's seen that film, alright, I'm having that. That's good. That's what I'll be doing. That's what I'll tell people.
So that's probably bollocks as well, because he's watched that Steve Martin film. But yeah, in Roxanne anyway. He does that on the phone, I'm sure he does. But like, this other guy's really good looking, so... And yeah, Barry being... His big nose is just his big fat belly.
Oh,
so
man.
he's like identifying with Cyrano de Bergerac for being an outcast. And he's just making up all this shit.
He's lifted
So
that
no,
story.
I don't believe the Daryl story either.
Right. Bullshit scale for all of this.
9. I believe... No. I believe that he was really possessive and horrible, because you wouldn't lie about that, would you?
No.
And he's saying that he was really fucked up because he wanted a girl to be like his mum. You wouldn't lie about that, would you?
No.
So yeah, that bit, give it a 2 for bullshit. Last bit, 9 for bullshit, so maybe falling about 7
Right.
in total.
6 or
In
7.
his overall personality is 70% bullshit as a person.
Right. And...
Is he still alive?
No, he died.
Alright,
He died
say what
years
we
ago.
want then, can't we? It's not going to get us.
Is he woke?
No,
Absolutely not.
not at all.
Not in the slightest. But yeah, he fooled the world, didn't he? Everyone thinking he's the love god, the love doctor.
But he didn't know the first thing about it.
Yeah, because he never fell in love properly again, apart from lady music.
Oh yeah, but that's not a woman. This could be a man. Maybe it's boy music.
What?
Why is lady music a woman?
She's a fucking lady.
Yeah, but he's calling it lady music. It's completely genderless. I see music as being gender neutral.
We're not asking if you're woke, Dom.
I'm woke.
Yeah, we all know you're woke. So yeah, Barry White. Was it as good as you thought it'd be? Did you expect something a bit more from Barry?
Yeah, I wanted him to talk about fucking gross details.
Yeah.
About all the flesh on flesh and all the juices.
But I mean, you could kind of say he's a bit of a gentleman because he didn't go into that kind of detail, as opposed to Sadaka, Kiedis,
Yeah.
Slash. But it's not a nice story, is it?
Nope.
Thumbs down.
Thumbs down, Barry. In all respects.
Big Barry.
Big Barry's done.
Big Barry done.
Big Barry done. Thanks for listening to Famous First Times.
That was episode 5 done with Big Barry White.
Big Barry done. Thanks for listening. Subscribe on your podcast listening app, iTunes, Spotify, wherever you are. And give us a 5-star rating if you like it. And tell all your mates.
And follow us on Instagram at Famous First Times, all one word. And other social media at Give Over, all one word.
And if you've got any stories about celebrities shagging that you know of or that you've heard about, let us know what they are. Just message us or ring us.
Phone numbers 07896 493 664.
You can leave a message. We've not checked any of our messages yet, but hopefully there'll be a big raft of people with great, interesting stories that we can tell you about in a future episode.
Cheers.
See you on Sunday. Next episode Sunday.
Next episode Sunday, yeah.
See ya.